Hi, it's Rachel here. I tried to do the video before and my husband called and I thought I'd better answer, so I stopped the video and I'm starting it again. So today is Sarah's last day here. She has just uploaded a video. If anybody is interested in going and having a look and supporting her, it's greatly appreciated. And in between times, like when I was cooking dinner and we were kind of at home after doing stuff, I decided to jump on the bandwagon because we all love Sarah from the mushroom market, and I made some scrappy bits and pieces that I'd been dying to make since I first saw her video and talked about her. And then I've been really enjoying Gayle. Thank you, Gayle, all of your videos, using up your book pages. And I really love Gayle's idea, how she's got a journal that she uses and she puts samples in. That's a great idea because I don't remember half the things that I've done. And also when you're putting together a journal or something, it's great to have a reference book and that you can have, you don't have to think too hard about what to put in your journal. So I've been making these scrappy bits like Sarah's, so I thought I might show you them. I did try put a little bit, I did some similar to Sarah and Gayle because Gayle did a wonderful job of them. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I did try to put a little bit of my own personality into it. So I mean, besides seeing the types of papers and things that I like to use, that's also me, but I put a bit of embroideries behind on them as well. This was in the spine of a book that I pulled apart that I really like the texture of it and the color. And then this one too, super old, and I put one of my little bunnies that's been stamped on fabric that I like to use in my sewing. And here's another one, that's a little Tuscan scene there, and that's some lovely kind of embossed or Christmas paper that it was kind of not really Christmas, but anyway. And here's another one. I'm just trying to use up there's a lot of scrapbooking pages that I have that I don't use. Maybe I bought them before I even did anything with paper, and I didn't really use them very much, so I'm trying to use, and that's from a Flow magazine. And then this here, I did put some of my images on that I like to use, and I stitch, and there's no glue in these, so I will make a couple in the video. And here's a piece of fabric. I haven't pulled out my laces yet, maybe we'll use some of those. Here's another stamped piece of linen, and usually the linens that I stamp are vintage or old. Here's another one, that's just from a book, and another image here. And there's really no need to, I don't think, to make it all stick down. You just do random stitching to hold it as best as possible. So you can definitely see my taste in those ones. And then this here. And then again, this was the top of a book when I took out the pages. And then here. And then here's another one. Now, I haven't alerted anybody that I'm doing a video, so there could be noises, so just don't worry about that. There's a bunny. And as Gayle said, these are incredibly fast to make, really, really fast. And she showed a really great idea to speed up the process as well. So I'll show that in a second. So here again, this is the back of from the spine of a book. And here's some more. Here's some more. And this was, this is a piece of paper bag, and then this here was the price of an old book. Hi, Jamie. Here's a bunny. Jamie's showing a paper clip, thank you. And then here is another piece of linen from the book spine. I really like the color of it. And then some fabric. So they're all mixed, and then some embroideries as well. So they're the ones I've done so far. Now the technique that I was talking about from Gayle is this one here, where she, here comes Sarah. She's going to join in the fun. So this here, she just suggested that you put paper clips, get your bundles together and put paper clips, and then we'll go ahead and stitch them like you do when you're sewing quilt pieces together one after the other, so they'll be faster. So I thought I might do some on screen, and then maybe, I don't know, I might have a mental blank, but maybe I'll try and see what I might do with them. What do you think, Sarah?
Yeah,
You
I
got
do
any
some.
inspiration?
I'll
Get
do some.
ripping.
What do I do?
So basically, you get a, you just take pieces of paper. You can tear carefully around the edges. If you want to, this to me is too small to tear all of the edges because it'll become really skinny. You lose most of it. So you have to put up with some straight edges and then just use mixed pieces of paper and then just layer them a little bit. So I kind of like that. And no, that one was going to go behind. Oh no, I didn't want to cover the butterfly. So that one can go on the front. And I'm feeling like it needs something else. Just sort of hold them like that and just sort of have a bit of fun layering. And then I think I'll slip that one in there. I think so. Like that. Yep, that's it. And then I'm just going to, it's very regular that one, but anyway, doesn't matter. Just put a clip there and there you go. That's one done. And then what we'll do with them, I guess, is you use them like this was going to be decorated on this side. So maybe I'll put some paper down there and then they'll go on there. That's really cool. Go on a little tag. You make little tags with them or tuck spots or whatever. So that's the kind of idea. Now let me see, where will I start? Just find a piece that you want it to be your base and then start tearing away. That's a worthless piece of paper. I do keep the most ridiculous bits. So yeah, try and be a little bit ruthless. Like don't keep absolutely everything. I have kept some narrow ones, but once this crafting is done, I'll probably throw out a lot of these unless they've got a really pretty flower or something on them, because you just don't want to keep everything all the time because you'll end up with way too much stuff. So I might start with a bit of book page. This is my little gluey book, but it has a nice, it's not particularly old, the book, but it has a nice, it's very yellowed. So I might use some of that. You can tear either way. Get rid of all my straight edges here. You can make big ones, small ones. That's nice. Tear that off. Any scraps are available, Sass. Just take what, even out of here, anything. Oh, you could even use some of these printables like these from Sarah. These could be cool. I think I'll get one of those. Oh, that's nice. Put that one. No, that's too many colours that are the same. I quite like that one. This is from Artie Mays, this paper. I think it's Artie Mays. One of her kits. Not doing a very good job with the tearing. Okay. So Sarah, when you've got something happening there, just feel free to...
How big's the back part?
It can be as big or as little as you like. Some are big, some are small. Like that's a small one, and then that's a big long one. And one thing that Gayle was showing, I lost my bit of paper. Oh, there it is. Gayle was showing that you can. Oh, don't even ask me what happened. My bottom just knocked everything on the floor. Oh no. Oh well. What was I saying before my butt interfered?
Something about Gayle.
Oh yes, Gayle. You know, she showed them on like a book page. Like you can, when you're making a journal.
Like
Yeah. When you're making a journal, so let's go to an empty page. Not this one. This one's boring so far. Like something like that. Am I on screen? Yeah. Like you can put it on the page and just attach it, and it could be like a tuck spot or decorate the page. Or it can decorate like a flip out. So that was also a great idea that she had. I don't know, I can't remember. I watched Sarah from the Mushroom Markets video. I think it was one of the first videos that I saw that, see that, look how pretty that is with your printable. That's really pretty.
Yeah.
So they're really cool just for decorating really quick. Oh, and Sarah's hand just knocked something down. Yes, I think we're going to become famous on YouTube for our noisy, wild videos. Very fly by the seat of your pants in this family. Right, we're a very noisy family. Okay, so what was I doing? Oh, Maybe I see that could go on there. I don't like what I'm doing. So I'm going to stop and start again and start with the pretty flowers. So when I get a few more done on screen, I'll show how I sew them. And we'll try not to have knock anything else onto the ground. That will be the aim in our video. Maybe I like brown with pink. Yes, I like that. Maybe I'll put that one there. Will I try and tear it? I think this was a Christmas paper. This was a Stamperia Christmas paper, but it doesn't matter. There we go. Got a nice little strip here because I don't want to cover up the roses, and I really like that. I feel like it needs something else. What does it need? Does it need a bit of this? No, that covers up that. Let me see here. Let's just see what it looks like. No, doesn't need that. Does it need a bit of green? I like the green. I like that. That's it. A little bit of green. Thank you, Jamie. A little bit of green. So how's your packing going, Sarah?
I'm pretty much done.
You're done? Right, what's next? See how quick they are? I mean, look, I've got a nice little bundle here already ready to go to sew. And I really am thankful to Gayle for suggesting that you get a whole lot done and then you sit down and stitch them, because otherwise you're stopping and starting all the time. And part of making a whole lot together is to speed up your process. Let me see here. I love this. This paper is one of my favorites, and don't remember where it comes from. I think I have the pad there somewhere. Right, just get all the straight edges off. And what else would I like in this one? I'll put that there. I do like this. I might just tear the top and bottom off. Tear the top and bottom off. It's not working for me. Get a bit of brown paper. Let's see what happens. I like it with the brown. Maybe I'll do a little one. Here's a little piece of fabric. No. Not that one. No. Oh, I like the green. No. It's very indecisive.
How's it already 2 o'clock?
Yeah, we had lunch late. We did have lunch late-ish. Well, not late, normal for me, but late for you guys. Yeah. Okay, I just think that'll be fine. And then let's do one. Might do a few little ones. Keep doing big ones. What about a few little ones? And this, and then I've got that. And some green that could go somewhere. Okay. And I would like some music paper. Can't get into the pocket. Oh, come on. In you go. Okay, got it. Get the paper out. So this one, I'll make a small one first. That there. I need some. What else do I need on that one? Maybe this one. Move that over there. Oh, that's nice paper. Forgot about that one. Yeah, so just sometimes I get asked, where do I draw the line with keeping bits? Probably not going to keep that little bit there. It's not worth it. I'd only keep those really skinny bits if they give you a pop of colour or something. I think I like that. And you'll see, Sarah's here doing some next to me. They'll be like same type of thing, but they'll have a totally different feel to them because we all put our own personality into it. I mean, as Gayle said, they are quite addictive to do. They're quite fun. I like them. What's this piece? That's a nice piece. Maybe I'll use that one. I'll just tear that off because that's got the writing on it. Put that there. Maybe something like that. And maybe I'll put a little birdie on it. No, don't like that. No. Bit of blue. Just need something. So another thing that I do, if it's not coming to me, I scrap it and start again, because there's no point in sitting there insisting on something that's not working. That's better. Quite like that. Anything else? That's just overkill. Okay, next. Right. A piece of paper. Might do a little one here. I would like to use some of my laces. Lots of laces. Oh, what about a bit of this? Everybody's been asking me about using these. I never use them. I usually just sell it by the yard. It actually takes quite a long to make. It's only a scrappy trim, but it really does take quite a long time to make. So I might add that on at the end. I do like that. Just tear that. Like that, and sometimes I just think I'll stitch them together and then I'll tear them too. Give that a go, see what happens. Quite like that. I'll tear it after and see what happens. We'll try that. This is a good piece. Some green. Okay, and some book page. I have to be careful not to go into relax mode, because then I go talk quietly. That's what happens. I quite like this one. But I don't want to cover up the writing too much. That's kind of a shame. Okay, what else do I have? Getting into quite the mess here. I need a pop of colour. That's good. And then I might put that there like that. Yes, why not? And let me see what else is flying around here. Can never go wrong with a bit of blue and white. Okay. That one there. That one there. And I think I like it underneath. And then maybe this one. Yes, I like that. And I keep ignoring my little scrappy trim. Okay. Oh, what about this piece of paper? This is good. Although that could be, that's a piece of lovely cardstock by Authentic. That could be a nice thing to use to make it into a tag, so I'll keep that. That's just an image. No, I'll keep the cardstock, not that one. Let's see if that one's any good. No, it's boring. I'll tear that one up. Okay. Right. What goes with, oh, that's, see, that I would keep that with a nice, am I on screen? Yes, with a nice flower on it. And let's put maybe some blue, put it that way. Have the flower, and I think I need, oh, I quite like that. Maybe a little piece of fabric somewhere. No, I don't like the fabric. That might be nice to use to make tags. I think maybe something with a little bit of writing. Oh, thank you, sir. Something like that. Let's see this. Maybe we'll try that. Okay. Then this one. All these worthless pieces of paper. Okay. Some of this one. Right, put that one there with, sorry for the silent moments, I'm just, I have to concentrate a little bit. This one. Okay, let me see, and then does it need, no. That's quite cute. We might do that. Let's see. Some of this. Okay, maybe some more writing. Some more writing, then what else? That's a nice image. Maybe I like this more. That one with that, and what? They're all the wrong colour. They're all very yellowy. Let me just see over here if I've got anything in here. Covers it up too much. No. Maybe put some old book page in there. Yeah, that's good. Still recording? I better check. Yes. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this is nice. One in there. And just tear that. That's it. Okay. Okay, that's good. So as you can see, they're quite fast. And I might try and do another one with, I like this script here. I don't know, the bundle of scraps never seem to go down, do they? They just seem to be the same amount. Even though I'm madly throwing things in the rubbish. Okay, let's see here. That's nice. Just try not to tear off too much on this one, because otherwise it'll become very narrow. And a little bit of brown, I think. Okay, I think I'll stitch these now, just to show you how I stitch them. And then maybe we'll try and make some tags or something out of them. Over there, so here's my bundle. And I'll bring my sewing machine over. I've already got one in the sewing machine. So this is a good way not to waste your thread and to go a bit faster. And this little technique my sister taught me with sewing. Actually, some of these would be nice with, I've got this piece of embroidery here. Put some random bits on there, on some of these. Let's have a look. For example, that one could, oh yes, that's really nice. So I may stop and start here and there just to do that. So all I'm using, you can use more, I don't have so many decorative stitches on my sewing machine. All I'm using is zigzag and straight stitch here and there. And so I might, just because it will catch quite a few pieces all at once, actually it catches all of them, I'll start down here and I'll probably do a zigzag, and then I'll turn around with my needle down. I'll put my needle up and then I'll make it straight stitch and then go around just to catch the rest. Now you never switch from zigzag or to straight stitch or from straight stitch to zigzag with your needle down ever, because it moves to one side and then it'll break. So I'll just put it onto my needles up onto zigzag, just move that one out a little bit, remove my paper clip and go for it. So now my needle's down, I'll turn it around, I'll bring my needle up, I want to switch to straight, and then I'll just swing around, and I do want to catch all the fabric. I don't care about the paper because the paper will lay flat anyway. I just want to catch all the way around the fabric. Just trim that off, and there's another one, and it's handy to have a little container and just throw them in there when they're done. Turn, and you can go around again if you want to do a more stitched effect. And with this sort of thing, there's no need to back stitch. Is that yours? No, that's mine. Okay, I'm going to zigzag down this way, I think. And you can zigzag all the way, you can do whatever stitches you want. I want my needle down, and then I'll turn it, and that one hasn't been caught yet. So I'll probably go and zigzag down that one. Just make it back to straight stitch. And here I want to zigzag, so I'm going to lift it up and then change the stitch. Just trim this off. And I might zigzag around the bit of fabric. Zigzag straight down the middle here. Just trim off. If you don't like threads, just trim them off. Threads hanging, I'm going to say. Zigzag. Okay, and now here I think I'll start down here. I'll just do a straight stitch, and then I'm going to go on to, actually I might go straight stitch right through because I don't want to be all perfect. And here I'm going to just straight stitch backwards and forwards. Even in a diagonal fashion. Okay, and I'm just capturing the fabric. Okay, that one's done. So instead of going around square or rectangle around the image, I've just gone straight stitch in a diagonal fashion. And here I think I want to use zigzag. Together this one I'm going to zigzag. And turn it around And I want to come back straight stitch, I think. Okay. Oops. That'll do for that one. This one's going to be a zigzag. Try and capture all my bits. Okay, I'll do a couple more and then we will look at seeing what to do with them. Now this one is too long. Oh no, it could be nice. I think I'll just tear this little piece down here. Because that could decorate a page or something. Okay, and oh, that one I haven't finished yet. I'm going to stitch around it. Right, I won't do any more. I'll do those after. Oh, that's, oh! Do you want to explain that one, Sarah?
I just did on a playing card.
But you tea-dyed the playing cards. We got them
Yeah,
at
we
that
tea-dyed
shop,
them.
that Danish shop.
And then it's just a bit of vintage fabric.
That's really cool. Can I have a playing card?
Yeah, I left you heaps.
Oh, you left them for me. Thank you. Do you want me to
Okay.
stitch it?
Yeah.
How do you want me to stitch it? Just
However you want.
okay. I'm going to do some zigzag and then that's really cool, Sass. So also playing cards, guys. Now they weren't old playing cards. They're a little bit slippery, that's all. Oops. Just trying to get through it.
Got that green under.
Sorry?
Slide that green under the red a little bit.
Under there?
Yeah.
Okay. Just going to make it do straight stitch now. I need to go around the bird. Just cut this one off. And then I'm just going to turn around and come back. Now because this card is slippery, I just, when I went onto here, I'm just making sure that I'm holding it in its place, because otherwise it'll want to slide all over the place. There we go. That's really cool. Let me trim that off.
Mm-hmm.
So can you see that there? So we've got the playing card and then fabric and then layered. Oh, look at this one. So Sarah's here. She's torn out one of her printables, the beautiful flower. So as I said, even though we're doing something similar, they look different because we have different taste. It's really cool. I like that. So I think first here I'll go around. Actually, I need to pull my threads. Make sure they're long enough because otherwise it'll unthread and then it takes me 2 hours to rethread it because I can't see. And I'm probably speaking too quietly. I might just do a little bit of zigzag there. Any others?
Yeah, you can do more if you want.
Okay, I'm going to zigzag down the centre of that one. I don't think it needs any more than that. What do you think? Do you want more on it?
Stable.
It's all... Yeah. Oh, that one? Yeah, that one's underneath, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught all of it.
Okay.
Or do you want me to go around
more,
there?
More, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just trim off this. That one's super pretty. That's my favourite so far. Love that. Next. Okay, I'm going to go down the centre, zigzagging. Okay. Oh, I have to stitch that little thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you all see? How cute is that? Okay, I think I'll zigzag down the... No, I might go straight stitch down, right down the centre there, because I don't want to go over his little head. There we go. And now I can just go round and around. Super cute. That's so pretty. Look at that. Really, oh, I'm off screen. There we go. Really pretty. So when Sarah gets home with all of her cool stuff that she has, she can do, if she feels like it, a video doing this and show her thought process, because it's different to mine. Oh, I'll just show you how that one turned out. It's really cute. Whoops. There we go. Very sweet. Okay. Okay, after this one, I'll make some tags.
That's my last one.
That's cute. So... capture that. That one's super cute. There we go. And here we go with this one. Okay. So no glue involved so far. Maybe we just put a little bit of stitching down there. Yep, that's better. And that's that one. Really nice colours. Okay, so to move the machine out of the way, one thought was to make a book page tag, but obviously you wouldn't use one that you've got a lot of book page in it already, because otherwise it'll just sort of disappear. So I'll just, oh gosh, this glue is soft. Get this. Oh, I think my metal ruler's in the other room.
You want me to find it?
Yeah, I think it's near the computer. Thanks, Sass. Because that way I'll tear the edges, because I like it torn. So I just do some more. I'm not gluing right to the edge. You've seen me do these before because I'm going to sew around when I get my size, and so the size of the tag that I want. So it'll all be held by that. I'm only doing 2 pieces because this paper is quite thick. Thank you, Sarah. It's quite thick, and so I don't think you need more than that because you're going to be collaging a little bit on it. So we'll just tear it down to a random sort of size, like so. I like big tags. Okay, and then another one here. Now I started this video, besides showing you these scrappy sort of embellishments, I really had no sort of idea exactly what I was going to do with them, so hopefully it's a useful video. Okay, now here what I do to get my corners the same, my trimmed off, it is flip it over, hold it there and then trim it. It won't be exactly the same, but it'll be similar. Okay, and I think I'll do the same on that one. I could use that corner that I just did, but I might as well just do a different one. So it's flipped over. Right, they kind of should dry, but anyway, let's just have a look. And then I'll prepare another base. I think I like this one here. And this could be, should I make it smaller? I think I will. Tear this off. And I might tear that bit off. This seems more proportioned. There you go, I've got more scraps to use. So as Gayle says, scraps make scraps. Yes, that's very pretty. So flip that over. So like that. Oh, Sarah's already glued it onto her page. Very nice.
Want me to show it?
Yes, if you want to. Can you? I'll show. Here it is. So it's on this page
It's on
here.
a postcard.
It's there. Oh, was the postcard already there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see. She's got a flip out there. And she's stuck the beautiful embellishment. That's great. See, I need to make some more little ones. I made mine all really big. The little ones are really good. So I have a couple of tags here. And of course, you could, as I said, you could use them as tuck spots if you want to make them a bit stronger. I mean, this is fairly strong now. So you could attach it on a page down the side there, and then it's it's a tuck spot. It looks really good. So that's that idea. And then so let's just choose one to decorate these. So I obviously don't think I want to do that because that's going to blend in. So nothing, I won't be able to put anything on these that has like book page on it, because they'll just disappear. Actually, that one, I did tear that one. That was going to go on a page. That's the wrong way. That's cute. Oh, that's nice, you see. And then I could do something else. So that's a possibility. Let's put that one aside. And I like that on there, but let's try some of these. Oh, you all right? Did you hurt yourself?
No.
That's nice. So basically, it's a process of elimination. You just sort of, if you like something, then put it aside. You put it aside. I kind of like that because I'm thinking then, for example, I could find an image, possibly not one. Oh, I like that image. No. Find an image somewhere, if I have any that I've printed out, and then attach it. That's a possibility. Let's see this one. No. And I've got my box over here, so let's just have a look at these. Because potentially I could find a small, I like that one, so that's a possibility, not those. one aside. I may or may not do this, but it's just an idea I'm playing around with. That one's okay. Oh, what about a birdie? No. Oh, yes, maybe. Nope. That's nice. So I always have a little stash of images that are printed out that I can use for this sort of thing. So I just put those aside because they're a possibility, but I won't say that it's a definite. I quite like that on there, but that's quite big. So possibly I need to put something else here. Now I don't want to lose these that I kind of put to one side in my mess. Let's see if there's maybe a bit of lace. I think I might like a little bit of lace on that one. Let's see. I got a whole lot of stuff the other day with Sarah. Oh, look at these nice things. I forgot about these. You probably forgot about them. It seems like such a long time ago, doesn't it? I do. Oh, it's all looking nice to me. This one's gorgeous. Oh, I think I like that. I think I might put that one there. And a bit of lace at the top. So that one will go there. So that one I've kind of decided because I really like that. So we'll do that one. Oh wait, I had this as well that I put aside. I really like this. So that's kind of a good side to write on. So maybe if something went with that on the front, I would do that. And I think I will make it a bit smaller. And I'm just going to tear it because I'm not interested in anything too perfect. Right. And I'm doing traditional tag shapes today, not rectangle ones. And let's see, I mean, look at all these yummy things that you can play with. I mean, everybody should be making these. These are great. Instant, like those colours together. That's really cool. And then maybe some lace at the top. Okay, I've decided that one. And then I'm sort of still umming and ahhing about this one. So let's look at this one. I mean, that's a possibility. That's too big for that one. I'm also looking at this one. I like that. I do like that. So I think the green works well. What about this one? No. This one? No. That's it. Got it. Look how cute that is there.
Oh yeah, that's good.
It's really cute. Like that. So that one's... Oh, this is a really fun way to make tags. I must say, I'm enjoying this. So let's see. I kind of like these ones that go down the bottom and then something there. Oh my goodness. I know I'm speaking quietly. I hope you can all hear me. I'll be in trouble for being too quiet. Let's see. So there was that one. And I did like that. And then there was this one. I like that less, so let's eliminate that one. I like that one. Let's go back to this one. That one. Or that one. That one. Kind of like this one because it kind of clashes with the bottom. But that's possible, but I haven't 100% decided. So I just want to go through all of these and see if there's anything I like more. No, no, no. This one's cute. I like you, but you're going the wrong way. This one, no. This one, I quite like. Oh, see, that could be nice. There, and I like that.
Yeah,
do you like
nice.
that?
Yeah.
Is that better than the other option?
What was
the other option was it kind of clashes, but I kind of liked it.
No, I like the other one.
You like the other one. So I think we've decided. So let's go ahead and construct these. It's good having an opinion that you can hear that, you know, I'm not by myself. I'm usually by myself. Okay, so let me see. I'll stitch around them afterwards. I think I'll stitch around my images just quickly. Just bear with me. I think I've only got 2 images. Just so it kind of goes, I'll put these non-stitched ones in there. Just so it goes with all the stitching that's happening on there. And then I will be using PVA to glue them in place. Okay, just bear with me a second. You can watch my laces bounce up and down with the machine. Oh, my pedal's slipping away from me. Okay. Now where's my other image? Here. I think I only had 2 images that I was using, yes. So here we've got, just a minute, a bit of variety in the tags. So I need to make some more Jessica paper. That would be Jessica wrap paper. And I need to make more of these Sarah. I'm going to call these Sarah embellishments. Not my sister Sarah, but the other Sarah embellishments. And then Sarah's going to go home, my sister Sarah, and she's going to invent something new. And then what will I call that? I can't have 2 Sarahs. I know. I have to come up with a different name for hers. Sister embellishments. Sis embellishments, that's what I'll call them. Right. So I'll get my glue. And first I'm going to glue down this one. Kind of sad covering part of it up, but I do like it popping out from underneath the image. So I don't bother like how do you say it in English? Oh my god, I'm having a blank. I don't bother like spreading my glue around perfectly because I squish it down and I think it goes everywhere. I go from the sort of in out, so I make sure it gets under all the edges, and then I usually grab a wet one and clean off my hands and any excess that squishes out. So that's done.
You got a big blob at the top.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to grab one of these and get it off. It's always handy to have those around. Clean your table and just clean it off around the edges. Big blobs everywhere. Okay. Because I don't use brushes, because even though I try to clean them properly, they usually end up stiff and not working anymore. So I just try not to squeeze out too much. Okay. I do spread it a little bit, like I just put the nozzle on the paper and squish it around a little bit. Okay. All right, I just need to clean that. It oozed out everywhere. Right. Oh, where's the lid gone? Okay, I'll just keep that upside down because it's running out. Right. And that goes that way. And the other thing I need to do, well, I can leave it with writing on the other side, but I might decide collage a little bit there. Or no, someone else can do that maybe. I'll leave them like that. And then you can collage, or you can stick a picture there with a label or something. Oh, that's what we were going to do. We were going to do some stamping
labels
on the sticky things.
Yeah, we haven't done that
That's
yet.
a good idea.
Do that
So
today.
that tag is going to be really nice. I'll stitch it in a minute. I'll finish off the other ones. Oh, I was looking for my image for this one. It's in the sewing machine. What a goose. Okay. So this one, I'm going to glue this bit first. Now it overhangs a little bit, so I don't want to, I like the overhanging, so I just don't want to get the glue too far over the edge. Okay. So I'm going to Pompeii for the first time in my life. We're having a day trip. I was a bit nervous about it. I know that lots of people travel to Naples, but I've seen this TV series based on a true story called Gomorrah. I know they had it on international TV with subtitles. We basically had to watch it in Italian with subtitles because they speak in dialect, and even my husband finds it really hard to understand what they're saying. But it's called Gomorrah, and it's about the, what are they called? What did
Mafia.
It's but it's the Naples mafia. It's not the Sicilian mafia. They're called, I don't know if they're called the 'Ndrangheta or Camorra. I think they're called the Camorra. And I know lots of, everybody always warns you when you go down to Naples. So I was a bit nervous about going to the train station. I know they're not there. There's certain areas that my mother-in-law was telling me there are certain areas that even the police won't go in there. But I really wanted to go and visit Pompeii with Sarah because that's somewhere I haven't been before. And so anyway, we were really happy. I found a bus that goes there, and it goes straight there. You don't have to change or anything like that. I think it might go to the town. I'm not sure, but I think it's all pretty close. It's all within walking distance. So we're going to do that on Friday, have a very early start, and we'll be back fairly late. And we think we need to go and do that today as well. We need to go and study what to see because it's a very big site.
We've got a big list.
How big is the site? So it's really huge. Like was it 60 hectares or something like that?
Yeah, 60.
It's enormous. It's enormous. So you couldn't possibly visit it all. We've only got like 4 or 5 hours.
So my friend from work, Rachel, wanted to Google all the details. But my friend from work, she's an ancient history teacher, and she is literally the expert on Pompeii. So we sent her a message and said, "What do we need to see? You should see the list." I don't know if we're gonna fit it into the 4 hours, but at least she gave us what was good and what you shouldn't bother with. So I think we're gonna have a good trip.
Trim, yes or no?
Show me without. Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. Oh, I love having a second opinion, one that I can hear. Oh, maybe I should put it there or up on the picture.
So it's actually quite good finding a place in Italy to take Rachel to that she's never been to.
I haven't been everywhere.
But you've been everywhere we've been so far.
Yeah, but like let me see. I had never been to the Oratorio San Giovanni before. That we went to in Urbino. In Urbino, those beautiful frescoes. That was my first time.
Oh, and you hadn't been into the Duke's Palace.
I never went. I had been to the Duke's Palace in Urbino, but I hadn't been upstairs on the top floor.
No, the Duke's quarters in
San Leo. I never saw the Duke's quarters in San Leo, so that was exciting. Even though they're bare, but you can certainly imagine what it was like.
Well, they had torture devices in it.
Yeah.
Which I don't recommend going to have a look at because they're disgusting.
They are disgusting. It's a piece of history. They're not necessarily Italian torture machines. They're from all over Europe. So let's just give that to the Italians. We won't blame them for all of it.
You wanted to have been a prostitute back then.
No. Oh, no.
Because you would have had spikes in your whoopsie.
Oh, God. No, and worse, they had that clampy thing. Oh, let's not even go there. It's just terrible. So, and just they had all these things to humiliate people and people, just awful.
A stretching rack where they had spikes.
In your back.
So you literally got stretched and torn apart at the same
time.
God,
I can't think about it. Sarah was quite disgusted by it. So, it's a little bit distressing if you sort of look at those things and you imagine and you know that people have been on those things. It's not very nice. I mean, although it is a part of history, and it's not a good part of history.
And as Rachel said, many people falsely accused.
Yes, that's what is even worse. A lot of people just being, like, especially most of you probably know, I'm not an expert on European history, but I know in the Inquisition, people were persecuted because they had a different belief. And
tell them about the magician.
Oh, so the castle of no, it's not really a castle. It was a fortress.
It was a jail.
It was a jail until I think the 1950s or 60s. So it was still a jail for a long time. in the 1700s, there was this famous magician called Cagliostro, or Gagliostro, can't remember. I think it's with a C. And he travelled the European courts and did magic tricks for kings and queens and all that sort of thing. And in France, for I don't know what queen, he as his magic trick, her necklace, her beautiful jeweled necklace disappeared. He made it disappear. And I think he gave it back. I don't know. They don't say that, whether he gave it back or not. But it did disappear, and he was accused of being a thief. So they put him in jail, but he was, really clever at escaping, and he escaped the jail. So people were scared of him because he was a magician. I think he was classed a little bit as a wizard sort of thing, and also a heretic. So he was a kind of like, he believed in science and that sort of thing, so kind of against the church teachings. And so and they were really scared of him. So once he escaped from this other prison, they decided to put him in San Leo, because San Leo is a fortress built right on the top of a very high mountainous sort of rock, isn't it, Sarah? Yeah. It's a really steep rock.
Really, really steep.
It was, and it was impenetrable. Like they had one entrance into town, and if they were under siege, they'd close it, and they could resist years because they had farmland and animals and food and stuff. So they were in a very safe place, and they used to drop hot oil, boiling oil, down onto their enemy down the cliff, and you can see the cliff is all kind of it's got black streaks from where the hot oil went down. But anyway, so Cagliostro, they put him in there because it was meant to be the only prison in Italy, which wasn't unified at that time, but it was the only prison in the Italian sort of region that it was thought you couldn't escape from. And they put him in this cell. They were so scared of him. They put him in this cell that didn't have a door, and
they lowered him into it with like a old-fashioned crane type of thing.
Yeah, they lowered him down with a sort of a crane through a hatch, and then the hatch had a little window in it, and they were able to watch him without him being seen, because they didn't want him to look at them because they were scared of him. And
if you want to get an idea of it.
Oh yeah, this is that's it there, yeah. So that's the fortress. So that's one angle of it. And you can see the black streaks here where the oil came down, and that's the town, looking down from the town, from the castle up the top. But it's not really a castle, it's a fortress, as I said. And so he was imprisoned there, so you can see a bit more here. He was imprisoned there, and now my phone's buzzing and I'm getting distracted. So he was in prison there because he couldn't get away, and because he was classed as a heretic, they made his window look down onto the church, which was down here. So this was kind of his view here, and his window had 3 sets of iron bars on it, and he also had a little there was a little peekaboo sort of hole where they sent the food down.
Because they were scared. They didn't even want to look at him.
Yeah, they didn't want to look at him because
he'd
cursed them. So apparently he died there in very sad condition. And this is a marble sculpture of him. He died in very sad condition, and apparently suffered. I read one of the documents that they had there. So that's an interesting story.
And when
about that.
when he died, they put him down the well. And when they went to get his body out, it had gone, and so like he disappeared. So that added to the mystery and the magic of him, that his body disappeared.
Yeah, so very interesting sort of story. So these are done. So what I'm going to do now is, I like the stitching around them, so I'm going to stitch around them and decide what to put on. This is a very long video, but we like long videos. We haven't had one of those for a while. So I think I'm going to put this one here, and I'm just going to stitch around it. Or do I want something else? I might like a piece of this. This is lovely. I might put a piece of this. Something different. So I never use those pretty things. Yes, I like this more. I do like it more. So let's stitch around. Leave the glue. So I've only done 4 tags in this video, but I hope that's okay. I'll just come back onto screen. Am I on screen? Right. So you always get a little bit of a Italian lesson when I do my videos. I can't help myself. But I'm fascinated by all those things. I love them. They're interesting.
I found Venice has been my favourite place, but San Leo has been my most interesting place.
Yeah. And that's where we got married. So that makes it even more interesting. I mean, San Leo didn't know what hit them. 40 Australians came. So it was a bit of a fun wedding. I am stitching right through my wet glue. I hope my needle doesn't go all gluggy. I didn't let it dry. So far, so good. So that's that one. Right, and then this one, what will I put on top of this one? I had a thought and I can't remember. I do like that, but that's too big. So why don't I cut a small, I might cut a small piece of this one. This is beautiful. There. And I'll put that one there. I like that. Such a lovely way to use up your laces. Oh, what was that? Lulu's very quiet.
She's got her earphones.
That's what she's like all the time. Unless she breaks something in the kitchen, she's usually pretty quiet, and I forget that she's here. As I say, I'm going to have to get a dog. Feeling lonely. Yeah, but it's for me, not for her. Right, that one's done. And then this one, what shall we put on this one? Let's have a look. Change it up a little bit. What's this pretty thing here? Oh no, that's quite deep. No, not that one. That one could be good. Oh, I had some. What about this? No, that might be. I found this gorgeous. Where did I buy these, Sarah?
What?
Was this in Cesena? Did we buy these at the antique market in Cesena, or did we go to another one?
I don't know where you bought those ones. Or was it the one in Florence?
Oh, it was Florence.
Yeah.
I got them in Florence. That was great. Yeah, so I have to do the I have to do a blog post about all the places, because I think I might make a list. So that way, if you're going to go and visit Italy and you want to visit, get the papers and that sort of thing, then we sort of hit most of them, not all of them, but most of them. And so we can give you an idea of prices and what we found were the better ones.
And what not to buy.
What not to buy, yes. We certainly have a strong opinion about that.
We learned our lesson.
Yeah.
After some wasted euros.
And that was very tricky, because she put very nice things on top to trick us. So we thought it was going to be good. And
So we bought these expensive scrap packs.
Oh my God, so
which
expensive.
we thought were going to be awesome, and they had some really beautiful papers on top. Once we opened them up and we delved down into the little container, we got the smallest little cut-offs that you could imagine, that you actually couldn't even put a strip of glue on it.
And what else was in there? Old, bodgy wrapping paper.
Sticky tape still on it.
Like things that someone had given her.
It wasn't paper from Venice.
No. It was, if you think about it, if you let yourself sort of think about it too much, you could get upset.
Well, it was quite annoying when she sold me a postcard, and I shouldn't have bought it, but I felt pressured, for €13, and then I found them just the same for €2, or was it €1?
I think two. Or three. No, €3 it was. It wasn't that cheap.
No,
Oh, really?
Yeah. I bought another one.
I just found I had this little printout here of my little doily printable thing, and I'm thinking could be nice on the back. These are the smaller ones though. These tags are quite big, and I'm not doing a very good job cutting because this video is super long. It must be more than an hour. Oh, an hour and 15. I'll never be able to upload that one. But that got me stitching, didn't it? Okay, so that's that one. And one more here. I am going to do a little bit of collaging just here on this one. And I'm going to put one of these printables on. I don't know if I'll do it in the video. This is a super long video. You'll all be wanting to go off and do something, not sit here and watch this.
And listen to the history lesson of Italy.
Oh, well, you know, I think those things are interesting. I can't help myself. Right, I think I'll put that one on there. I like that. I do. Good. And I got to use some of my new things. I got this in Florence then too. And I got, oh, so these are all the ones I got in Florence. This is true. Yes, it is. I have some serious tidying up to do because everything's just in a mess.
You don't even want to see the floor.
No, well, all the stuff that fell on the floor.
Sorry, you can't see the floor.
But I have just like, you know, all of our purchases. I haven't put anything away. It's all just piled up. Okay, so that is that. Oh, I love that. That's really cute. I'm going to be making more of these when I come back from Rome. Now, just quickly before I go, I will just throw it all over there. Get it out of the way. And I'm just looking for some beigey bits because I need to collage on the back here. Where's my gluey book? Here, so I don't have to clean my table. Someone suggested that to me. That was a very good idea. Saved more wet ones. So I'm just going to collage just a teeny tiny bit here. I don't want to cover it all up. And I might just get some brown paper. Oh, I have this little piece. This is from the 1800s. This little, oh, it's got writing on it. Do I want? Will I? Yes,
I handwriting.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to use
1890. Oh, on that side too. Look, they were like little. Look at that, see?
Yeah.
No, I keep those. I won't use that. Oh, this is a nice bit of old Mottleby book page. That'll do. That's good. And then I'll put the doily. That's done. Quick. And then I better sign off. I'll show you the results, the 4 tags that I've made. You've seen all of the little scrappy bits. Thank you, Sarah from the Mushroom Market and Gayle for showing you what you did with her idea too, because I found your video very inspiring and helpful as well. And I've just been itching to do these since Sarah got here. But then we had to keep up with the journal. I'm not quite up to date with the journal. I've just got to do San Leo. And I've got to go and pack my bag for Rome, and we've got to book tickets and do all kinds of stuff. So I better end the video. Okay, that one's done. So that's that one there. Then I did this one, and this one I'm just going to leave like that so that can have a photograph or someone else can do some collaging there. I love that. And then this one was super fast because it just went onto scrapbooking paper, but very pretty. And then this is the other one here, and that is the back. Nothing on there because you can write on there, put a photo, and that is it. So that's all from me for now, and I won't be back doing any videos until next week sometime. Yes, because I'll be in Rome until Monday afternoon, Monday evening. Okay, so thank you for watching. I'm sorry if I went quiet and it wasn't loud enough. Now I'm shouting so you can hear me, but you couldn't hear me during the video. Didn't matter, you could just watch. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'm sure Sarah will be back sometime soon with a new video as well. She does have a new one up, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, and I'm going to pop over and watch it as well because I stayed away, otherwise I interfere while she was videoing. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.